Advanced Maths, Paper 1, 2021, Question 7, Memo with Explanations. It's not going to help you very much merely watching this video or reading through the memo. You really need to practice yourself. So here are some suggestions for effective revision. Don't practice questions which you firmly know that you can do. Rather select questions on topics where you know that you will have difficulty. The only time you start practicing full papers is when you're trying to reduce your time taken to do the paper. If you become stuck on a question, yes, watch the video. Then it's vital that you attempt the question yourself, preferably a day later, in order to test your understanding rather than your short-term memory. The very best way to revise maths is quality as opposed to quantity. It's more effective to complete fewer revision papers completely and correctly, ultimately without having to refer to help of any form, than to complete as many papers or exercises as possible. Confucius said, "What I hear I forget, what I see I remember, what I do I understand." So here is a question on tangents to curves. Clearly, this is going to involve implicit differentiation because if you have a look, we have mixed x's and y's there in the equation. So now we have to find the equation, the tangent, or the positive gradient. There are two tangents, one there, one there. So we're going to find the one at the bottom point because it needs to have a positive gradient. So the first thing we need to do is we need to find the actual y coordinates of those points. So I'm substituting 2 for x into the equation and I'm solving for y, and I get 0 or negative 2, 0 or negative 2. So I'm going to select the negative 2, so the point 2, negative 2. Differentiating, so I'm going to differentiate this equation, and I've color-coded it to try to make it easier to see. 2x squared goes to 4x. xy goes to y, derivative of x times y, which is y, plus x times derivative of y. So it's plus x times y prime. I'm just abbreviating it to y prime to give me space on the page. But there's no harm in you doing that as well. Derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. Derivative of y squared, that's a chain rule. Outside function, y squared. Inside function, y. Y is a function in x. Why is y the function in x? Because we're finding with respect to x. So the outside function, 2y times derivative of the inside function, dy by dx, or y prime. So there is our equation. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate terms containing dy by dx on one side, or y prime, and everything else to the other side. And we end up with dy by dx equaling that expression there. You can put a negative in front and make this x plus 2y if you like. It doesn't make any difference. Now we need to find the gradient of the tangent. We have the point through which it passes. We need to find the gradient of the tangent by substituting the values of x and y into the derivative. So there we are. Substituting 2 for x and negative 2 for y, we get 1 as an answer for dy by dx. So there's the gradient. So therefore, y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. And there is our equation. And simplifies to y equals x minus 4.